Title: Mavro Global. Topic: Ideology of Mavro Global. Guidance Class Badge 6 Group 3. Presented by Emmanuel Ujiok. Mentor: Sonia Andrew. Why Mavro? Mavro Global Community was created in accordance with the principles and ideology of Sraji Mavodi. Hence, the ideology of Mavro Global remains the same with that of MMM. The modern world is bad, it is inhuman, unfair, unjust. This is the world of money. It is not for people, it is for those who produce this money, for bankers and financiers, government and millionaires, and people who mere hands. In this game, they just serve them as attendants. Why do bankers earn more? What lies behind the social welfare level? But why do bankers live 100 times better than common people who really work hard? Do the bankers work harder? Definitely they don't. In addition, they do not even produce any material value as opposed to the workers. Why then the difference income is so enormous? Many wonder with all sincerity now reading this. Well, a banker, a worker, they cannot be compared. The bankers, the head of the bank, he has the power over the money and is well connected, and we are ordinary people having no power or clout. Naturally, the bankers lives better than we do. Meanwhile, there is nothing natural here. The point is that everyone gets used to this state of affairs and takes it as a matter of course. People believe that this is the way of world, that a banker has to live better than them, and it cannot be otherwise. But in reality, things are different and the situation can be changed. Money is not a measure of labor. So what is money? What is money? Have you ever thought about it? Maybe it is a calculation, tool or measure of labor, as we are told from childhood. We have to work hard, work, because money won't fall from sky. It should be honesty and hardly earned. Everyone was led to live it from the cradle. It is interesting. What will billionaires say to that, who are hardly earned honestly and hardly earned all their billions? It is ridiculously, isn't it? Well, we work without ease, but what should we expect in the end? Low wages and pensions and no interest, but a contest struggle with doubt and half-starved old age. You have spent all your life working for billionaires. You have been taken away all your power, energy, and health. You have been squeezed like a lemon, and after that, you have been just thrown into dustbin as a writing off. Is it right? But that's the word. In this way, In this way, for the vast majority of people in today's world, as it is ended up their mothers and fathers, grandfathers and grandmothers. Are we equal? Imagine yourself as a billionaire now, or even as ordinary worthless member of the parliament. Are you equal? In what? You live in a different way. It is a different way. Rest in different way. In one day, he spends more than you spend for a year. His wife is wearing underclothes more than expensive than the whole wardrobe of your wife. He is treated in the best Swiss cleans. And what about you? His children and yours. Have you compared? Well, where is your equality? Where is your equality? Perhaps you are equal in the right, aren't you? Oh, we forgot about the right as it is written in the constitution of different countries, isn't it? But let's try to find out what kind of equal rights do we have with hooligans or bankers. Just a cautious. The right to work. Well, we have such a right. However, some really work for peanuts, whereas the others hardly do anything. Any millions and billions. It is normal. The right elect and be elected. Well, you can elect, of course. You are welcome. And what about to be elected? Here's quite different story. To take part in election campaigns, you need a lot of money. And where is it coming from? You will never earn it as a typical worker. The whole financial world is a pyramid. How is the financial world organized? It is a pyramid. The Fed, the US Federal Reserve System is at the top of it. The Fed creates dollars. How much? As much as they want. Of course, Fed orders to some of their own internal rules and regulations. They try, for example, not to create too many dollars to prevent complete devolution of the currency and etc. But in principle, the Fed can create as many dollars as they want. At least there are no any external limitation for that. Absolutely, the US Fed is guided solely by the principle of expenditure. The lower level of this global pyramid are the central banks of different countries. All other local national banks are suited on even low level. Of course, all of this is slightly simplified, but in general, everything reflects over and over all picture. Actually, why do we need banks? Speaking figuratively, banks play the role of blood vessel in the social organization. through the vessel, the money, blood from the heart. The central bank enters all the organs. Money, blood wash these organs. It brings life to them. Such an interesting composition. How banks deceive people. Let me figure out quietly and without haste. But you have to strain your brains. It is not easy to unveil in a couple of minutes those things which have been tangled during the countries by the best sophisticated minds of mankind seeking only wealth accumulation for their personal needs. Let's make an example. Let it be Adam Stephen, and it is Leonard. It will be Leonard, a banker of accumulation of their personal needs. Adam Steve, they both keep their money in bank. Adam really want to buy. Well, let's say Stephen's bicycle, but he has no money. More precisely, he has money but not enough. Only $10. Why Stephen wants as much as $100 for his precious bicycle? That is problem. What is Adam going to do? He gives Stephen his $10 as a deposit and asks more to sell the bike to anyone. He says that he will bring the remaining some of the money soon. In the meantime, he runs to his bank to the respected Leonard to get a loan for the missing $90. As ill luck, Leonard has no money at his moment, but he knows perfectly about $10 which Adam gave Stephen. And where will Stephen bring this money to? That's right. He will put this $10 in his lovely bank, to which Adam gave him. Lovely bank. The same Leonard. Therefore, Leonard asks Adam to come back tomorrow in the hope that tomorrow he will get the $100. GMG is the fair financial order. Financial apocalypse. This is the only thing that can break our financial chains and save us all, release us finally from the continuous slavery. Everything old will burn in its fire, and the new will appear. The Fed will be removed from power, and will no longer develop social inequity. The banks as they are now will simply disappear. They will stop robbing the people. In fact, the banks do not produce anything useful. What useful can they do? Give credit at producing interest. As a result of the population is bonded with debt. Why do the banks get interest for the credit at all? Have you ever thought about it? Usually, population bonded with debt was always despised by all nations, and now it is legalized. Why? If a person takes a loan in the bank, then not for nothing, but to do something good, to realize some projects, but he applies his effort for the welfare of the social, including bankers, but to something good, making something useful for all of us. We need to encourage such people, making discount but not collecting from them huge interest. Nevertheless, modern banks were created for our purposes. They aren't interested in the society but in their own goals. People aren't important for them. Modern banks are missing the product of labor of common people. This is an advice to us. That is why the Green Mavro was meant to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. So I want to encourage the whole world, invest, be in the queue, PH, provide help, and GH. GMG is the fair financial order. Financial apocalypse. That is the thing that can break our financial chains and save us all. Release financial from the country's slavery. Every old will burn in its fire, and the new appears. I want to use this medium once again to appreciate the admins, the group of set of people, the former guiders for setting up this Green Mavro. Thank you as you listen, and God bless you. Thank you.